say that we'll support creating thousands of new jobs, as we did before. We also support lowering taxes. We support making quality housing more affordable and more accessible to all people. We will bring back the Land for Landless program, and we will create systems for making affordable housing available to as many as we can.
After the tone, please leave a message.
Holla, city of squalor.
You want speed, you want speed, you want speed.
Look at you,
you want speed.
Look at you with your crew. The baby girl, you want to rock it and rock it. Take your time, I want you rock it, baby girl. I said, oh Lord, rock it and rock it, baby girl. I want you rock it, baby girl. I want you.
The rise of new media and social media has transformed the creative industries and digital media sector, offering unprecedented opportunities for individuals to monetize their creativity and upend traditional advertising. Content creators can now produce low-cost, high-efficiency content using accessible tools like smartphones and leveraging platforms like YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and others to generate income, to get revenue. The advent of AI further enhances this potential, enabling creators to streamline production processes, improve content quality, and expand reach. This industry allows individuals to work remotely, build audiences through followers, subscriptions, blogs, and podcasts, and earn revenue through advertising, brand partnerships, and affiliate marketing. Influencers have become key players in driving product, service, and messaging sales. So we can then establish clear guidelines for advertising transparency, sponsored content disclosure, protect intellectual property rights for digital creators. We'll create fair policies for recognizing earnings generated through online platforms under our financial rules, enabling access to banking services and government incentives. We'll create a creative content development fund to provide loans for aspiring content creators to access equipment, training, and mentorship programs. We'll partner with the private sector companies to sponsor workshops on digital marketing strategies and AI integration in content creation. We will offer courses on new media and social media management, video production, graphic design, and AI tools. We will enhance affordable access to internet connectivity nationwide to ensure citizens can access online platforms efficiently. We'll establish co-working spaces equipped with tools like cameras, editing software, and high-speed internet for content creators. That's where we get the money. This is where we can create jobs, and this is where we can earn revenue, we can bring money in. When the UNC wins, new media and social media content creators will also win.
Vote UNC, because when UNC wins, everybody wins.
Vote UNC, one love, one team, one hope, one dream.
What is causing the PNM to attack public servants, social media persons, and everybody who is fed up with them? That is their attack. The PNM's worst nightmare in this election is that the people will get their fair share of the resources of Trinidad and Tobago. That is their fair. The people of our land must have an equal share, an equal space, an equal place in this land, which is ours. Their worst nightmare of the PNM is that public servants will get more money in their pockets. We will do that. We will work with the public servants. The elderly will have a better standard of living. Young people have meaningful jobs, but they will have more access to affordable homes. And you will have more access to Forex, the famous Forex that they now find. After 10 years, they're now finding Forex. So we are asking for your vote, yes. But we want to earn your vote. We want to work for that vote. As we approach Election Day, we continue to be steadfast in our commitment to earning your vote. We have been sharing our people-centered plans and policies with you for quite some time now. We have been very strategic. Our platform has been one of truth and empowerment. We are not about a fete and wine, and Mama Guy politics Philip spoke about earlier. It's not about a fete and the wine. Of course, we'll have nice music. Okay, I mean, have some beautiful songs, and we love the music. But that's not what it is about. We are the party in this election with a campaign that is positive. We'll meet you where you are, in national meetings, in various constituencies, community meetings in your areas, and cottage meetings on your streets. We are also the only party in this election to take the time to sit and hear from you. When we have our weekly town hall meetings, remember those weekly meetings? And people think this just started. If you all have a good memory, we started town hall meetings sometime since last year. It's just that we're doing more of them now because there are a lot of governance issues that are to be raised. And we are present on all media platforms so you can see for yourself and read for yourself. This is because we want you to know that we understand how serious this election is and that we are not taking anything or anyone for granted. As we always say, yellow is the code. Yellow is the code. Love is the code. Love is the code. And when UNC wins, everybody wins.
On April 28th, vote UNC.
This whole country, I'm sure you have all noticed their election rituals, smears, insults, excuses in full swing. That is the PNM ritual for elections. Lie, cry, and mama guy. Smears, insults, and excuses. That's all you're getting. And then, of course, all the false promises. The whole country is witnessing, from the PNM campaign, a cowardly retreat into the stale victimhood strategy. They blame game rhetoric, fake AI, and invocation of the tired and outdated race card. That's the PNM Bible, rituals for elections. You must choose to change because you're seeing people being murdered. Look inside the airport, people getting killed. There's a Kamla and the UNC bar talking the PNM, and that may make international investors run away from Trinidad. But you have man getting shot down in the airport. Another word about it. Nothing done, nothing said. This government cannot address the pressing issues affecting our country. Murders, home invasions, rapes, robberies, high food prices, unemployment, increasing cost of electricity and water, increasing phone charges, property tax, decline in GDP, natural gas shortages, poor roads, flooding, non-existent healthcare, inflation, increasing debt levels, business closures, massive retrenchments, Balizé House corruption, and a crumbling, crashing justice system. That's what we got. PNM speakers have not addressed these issues, which are battering the population. Instead, the outgoing PNM government is once more caught red-handed in their ongoing desperate mission to lie, cry, and mama guy, to gaslight the population through its list of broken, repeated promises. 490 budget promises were made in the last 10 years by the PNM. The total number of broken budget promises over this period is 373 broken promises. And the total number of repeated broken budget promises is 100. What did I always tell you? PNM means promises never materialize.
On April 28th, vote UNC.
Tell your neighbor, tell your friend, now is the time to rise and shine.
There is money to pay workers and to finance people-centered programs. But this government prefers to give that money to its rich to get richer and to its financiers. That's their plan. I want to remind you that in 2015, before we went out of office, we passed something called procurement legislation. And that was to help deal with the corruption and the fraud for the eater foods and the elites and the financiers. The PNM came and they gutted the legislation. With proper procurement legislation we passed, our country would have saved $5.2 billion a year. With that legislation in place properly, $5.2 billion a year wasted in corruption. So the money is there. That's $26 billion saved over 5 years and $52 billion over 10 years that could have gone to workers and citizens in our land. The government is quick to say that anyone speaking up about their incompetence is trying to frighten you, but all we are doing is talking the truth. Now tell me, are you not already frightened by the thousands of murders, rapes, and home invasions? Are you not already frightened of that? You don't need me to frighten you. Are you not already frightened by the high taxes and cost of living? Are you not already frightened for your children's and your grandchildren's futures? The answer is yes. You don't need the UNC and Kamla to frighten you. This government has done all of that. They've already done it. Are you not already frightened about losing your pensions? What is even more frightening is that they are unmoved and uncaring about your problems, your fears, your day-to-day fears. And that is what is truly frightening. They just do not care. Stuart Young claims to be Prime Minister. So if he's in charge, he must see that crime and criminality, property tax, inheritance tax, online purchase tax, value-added tax, higher utility rates are all greedily taking away your assets. These assets are yours. You are the rightful owners. And if he's in charge and seeing your assets being greedily taken away, what is he doing about it? How much further ahead would you have been had your last 10 years been managed by leaders who care and love you? Growth was the norm with the UNC. You must decide how much more of what is rightfully yours you want to lose to PNM financiers.
On April 28th, vote UNC. Because when UNC wins, everybody wins.
People are just fed up. Over the last 10 years, you have seen a barrage of bad government decisions which have eroded your quality of life. Do you feel more secure today than you were 10 years ago? Are your assets more secure today than they were 10 years ago? If you answer honestly, all of you will say a resounding no, no, no. I know you're constantly whispering about where the future of TNT is heading. But one of our roles, my role, is to give a voice to your endless whispers. The PNM does not have the right to ruin your ambition and cripple your standard of living. The country did not decline so steeply by magic. The people in government whose hands have been on the steering wheel, like Vishnu Dan Paul and Colin Imbert, they have driven us over the precipice. And so I ask you tonight to ask yourselves some questions. Ask yourself, is it normal now for me to accept that any day, anywhere, I could be shot in the head? I could be kidnapped? I could be raped? Ask yourself, is that normal? Are there these questions in any way unreasonable? Has anyone in government given you good answers to these questions? No, they have not. They have not. They just continue to squeeze you more and more. There is something called learned helplessness in psychology. It is when you are faced with a constant barrage of terrible situations and conditions that you have tried to change, but you just can't. You eventually give up trying, even when new opportunities come your way to make change possible. you give up trying. So you learn to be helpless, even when simple changes could remove a massive block in front of you. What you should be aware of, and what is scary, is that some people in power can manipulate circumstances to force you to live as though you are helpless to change things. Whenever I say this, it touches people's nerves. They immediately know that this condition, and they can identify the PNM as the architects of this condition of helplessness. Our country is in a mess. It needs to be fixed. And the UNC, together with our coalition of interests, we will fix TNT with your help. We will fix it.
On April 28th, vote UNC. Because when UNC wins, everybody wins.